Well, we have, on behalf of Mr. Wamini Ukbo, on human rights ground, filed an application to the court to set aside the court order disclosing the personal information of Mr. Wamini Ukbo to Senator Ikekweremadu to use for his defense in the criminal trial at Oxbridge Magistrates Court. So we have filed out application for the court to set aside the order of the court, which was made on the 1st of July this year. And we came up today, but fortunately or unfortunately, some of the parties had not filed their own responses, so the case was adjourned. Well, the grievance is in twofold. The first is that the judgment was delivered, or the orders were made for the personal information of Mr. Wamini Ukbo to be disclosed to his opponent, Senator Ikekweremadu, without Mr. Wamini Ukbo being joined as a party to the proceedings. He was not joined, he was not invited, his own part was not heard, the court did not hear him. So only the side of Ikekweremadu was heard by the court. So that is on the first ground on fair hearing, that you cannot make an order or apply for an order against somebody without hearing from that person. Now, we are not blaming the court at all, but that is the first grievance. The second one is that, again, with due respect, our laws do not permit the disclosure of personal information in such a manner without the consent of the person. Because it means that tomorrow, any person can now apply for your own personal information without your knowledge. Can apply for my own personal information without my knowledge. The judge, with all due respect, looked at the facts before him, looked at the parties, and delivered his ruling. But thereafter, any party that feels that the court had no jurisdiction to have made that order can apply to set it aside. So we are not suspecting any foul play at all, but we think that, with all due respect, the way they went about it, the way Senator Ikekweremadu went about it, was not proper. It was not in accordance with the law. Well, first of all, Nigerians should expect that, we are expecting, hopefully, that the court will be gracious enough to take a second look at the orders that has been made, so that Nigerians can be protected. Because now we are we're in an era of where information flies freely. Your information should be protected. Now we are doing national identity in Nigeria. You have to have your NIN. Some states are even now registering residents and indigents of that state. So people's personal information, personal data, personal phone numbers, personal account details, personal properties, all of that is being held by government. So government must be held to the strictest account before releasing that information. So that is what is expected to be achieved at the end of this case.